How y'all doing? Hey, down here at AGC, getting ready to go out for a ride in the old 29.
Yeah, Model A.
Model A. And we've kind of been stuck on this work outdoors in the cold weather, and the cold weather's been here for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's been absolutely freezing at home.
Well, freezing?
Yeah.
And what are you doing special if it's freezing out?
Probably put on gloves and a coat, because I don't really do that much.
But I understand you're making a skating rink.
Oh yeah, we got a pump, and we got a pond, so we snowblowed some rinks and then take the auger out, set the pump up, and flood it.
Yeah. Pretty big day. Are you
I've
doing
been doing
it
it
for
last-
like the winter? Or are you doing it just this one time?
We've been working on it all week, but we got a... Jesus Christ.
That was a tight time.
Yeah, no, we got some boys coming this weekend, so we're going to do some hockey and some ice fishing.
Okay. Seems pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So it seems like it'd be a good time to talk about safe work practices
In the cold?
out there in the cold to prevent injuries, illnesses, and stuff like that.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't even have blinkers.
No, but you could pretend.
You just do this.
Turn! I think you got to provide, and you just mentioned it, you got a pump, you got one of them things that drills holes in the ice, an auger.
Yeah.
The right tools and equipment to do the job so they aren't struggling with it out there in the cold.
But I mean, also we take into consideration, like, when you're handling water and digging holes, like, we're not doing it at 5 in the morning when it's -5 degrees out. Like, we're waiting for the sun to come up a little bit and for it to be a little bit warmer.
So you could say you developed a work plan to minimize potential hazards out there and to minimize the cold effect on the human body.
I would say we get up, we look at the weather app, and we see when the sun's gonna come out. And then we decide what layers we're gonna wear. Because I typically will do long johns, my Carhartts, either my Carhartt pants or I wear my insulated overalls.
Yeah.
And then I throw my coat on and I go out.
Okay.
We got nice tall rubber boots.
Do you have a fire in your house yet? Like in a stove or something to keep you warm?
We got one stove. So right now we've got one stove set up with 4 fans in front of it to try to make it.
Because you burned the roof off your house, right?
No.
Trying to stay warm.
No. We lost our chimney.
Okay.
And so now we're down to one stove until we buy a new one.
And so when you're thinking of doing this in the afternoon or when the sun comes up, you're trying to schedule jobs so that
as the PM,
to workers.
As a PM, I'm scheduling my job to my...
You're project managing this skating rink project?
I mean, you could say that. I'm kind of the brains behind a lot of everything, a lot of things that go well.
Hold on. Say that one more time so everybody got it.
I'm the brains behind most projects that go well.
Okay.
If you can't tell just by looking at me.
When you're dealing with this, do you think about exposure to the extreme cold?
I'll show you kind of how it looks. Yeah, a little more over there.
Okay.
That's about how
That's how you do it?
That's how I do it.
Do you use different teams out there, relief workers going in and out?
If you want to know the real answer, we got a guy who goes up and digs the hole for the auger based on where we need the ice to be flooded. So typically there's 4 holes per rink, 1 on each end and 1 on each side, because the hose is only so long. So one guy picks out the spots and he drops the auger down while 2 are getting the pump out of the car. And then we put the pump in a jet sled and we walk it out to the lake. And then we got, while I'm putting the intake hose in the hole, my 2 other guys are priming the pump, because the pump's got to have 5 gallons in the tank for it to be able to get going, you know?
Okay.
Then we start it, let it run with the choke a little bit, and then we put that thing on full bore, and then it's kind of like a fire team. We got to have 2 people holding the hose so we can walk around and not get a bunch of snow in the rink.
Okay. About providing warm areas for the folks out there. We should be providing some warm areas.
We probably need to get better at that. Well, actually, that's not true, because we do have a shanty set up, and because we're ice fishing too. So the shanty's got 2 or 3 heaters in it.
And you do have a house, and you're pretty good with what type of heaters are you using? You're pretty good with heaters in a shanty, in the house.
The house,
I mean,
we
you've
typically
got a
just-
good track record for using heaters.
Yeah, the house, we typically just put a bunch of shit on the floor and light it on fire.
So the only thing we have not heard about is anybody being overcome by carbon monoxide in the
Well, no, we have those.
yet.
No, the shanties are fine. They're big Eskimo ones. They're red, and we set up a couple heaters in there with a little Bluetooth speaker and a keg,
And it's vented outside or what?
no,
Probably should be.
I mean, there's enough people coming in and out that there gets some air movement.
Okay.
In there. It's just a
You-
propane heater. It's not going to kill us.
You mentioned a keg. That's probably not the smartest thing in cold weather because you don't. Alcohol thins out your blood. You should probably be providing warm. Who was that?
Oh, I stopped listening when you told me not to use alcohol.
Oh, I thought you saw somebody as we drove
No.
down the road there and missed them.
No, well, we have one keg outside, one keg inside.
Okay, but warm liquids.
Well, we also
would be
have
smart.
a massive thermos of hot chocolate.
Okay.
With next to the Kahlua.
Okay, and then you're monitoring workers who are at risk of cold stress out there, because some people are more susceptible to cold stress than you and I are. I mean, we're here dealing with this all
I mean,
the time. Almost got away from
you
it.
almost just ran over a child.
Jeez,
We just went through a crosswalk across the school. No, but you make a good point because some of my workers I can send out there. I can send Bobby out all day and I know he won't get cold.
Yeah.
But you send a different guy out, maybe a guy like you, and he gets cold in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, you know what that's called?
No,
Climatizing.
I would love you to show me that in a
Climatize.
in a
It is
dictionary.
important to
Climatize?
climatize new workers
Huh.
and those returning after time away from work.
So if I could take a trip to Florida, you're gonna
You're
have
going to
me.
thin out your blood,
Yeah.
and then you come back, you'll get colder than I get because I can't afford to go to Florida.
Right. Yeah. No, but that is a good point.
You know why? Because I got this 29-mile leg.
The one that doesn't run and we have to sit here and pretend it runs.
Yeah, but it looked kind of stupid with this mounted up in front of us going down the road.
Yeah, but how about we just take this thing out and put a 5.9 Cummins in it?
Yeah. How about having a means of communication with workers that could be at the far end of the skate rink and
so
have
you're
an
telling me
emergency?
that? Well, that's what we got walkie-talkies for.
Oh, okay. So you have a means of communication for that.
Yeah, when they're running out of gas, because sometimes I use the power broom too. So when they're running out of gas or I need more premix, I'll yell up to the house and they'll bring some down.
Okay. So really, when we start to look at working out there in the cold, we got to have a work plan.
I would say a work plan that you think of more than just you show up to the job site and you say, "Here's our work plan." I think maybe you make it the day before.
And
'Cause you-
scheduling jobs that expose workers in better weather during the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think if something can get done over a week, maybe we look throughout the week and say, okay, well, Wednesday is going to be 25 and sunny. Maybe we do it instead of Friday, it's going to be 12 and cloudy.
Warm areas for breaks.
Which is interesting. Like maybe, what would you do?
I'd go to the little red igloo there with a heater in it
I'm talking about on a job site.
on a job site.
Yeah.
I think you got to have an indoor thing, or
What
you
if
got
my
to be able to.
what if my pickup is? I just leave my pickup running. I know most contractors shut their trucks off. I mean, I don't know a lot of contractors that leave their trucks on all day.
And then get some warm liquids, no alcohol.
Yeah,
warm
no, the
liquids.
alcohol parts. I was making a joke about it, but really, you shouldn't have it.
Okay. Monitoring weather conditions, so you know what's going to happen over
Like
the
maybe
week.
if there's a snow squall coming in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, this thing's got winters on it, right?
Yeah, this is fine. And then again, that big word. The big word. You just want Missy to blank one out
Yeah.
for you, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, Missy, you got to beep that one out. But the big word, climatize.
Wouldn't it be acclimating to the weather?
I think it's climatize.
I've never heard the word climatize before.
Well, maybe you should look it up.
I've heard acclimating to the weather.
Do one of those chat GBT things and check it out. Okay?
Yeah, I'll do that on my own time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then again, having a means of communication. You've been pretty busy this week, though, huh?
I've been training every day this week.
Have you? How's that looking going forward?
A lot. I'm basically on the road 4 days a week till May.
You got OSHA classes coming up?
Yeah, I just finished an OSHA 10 out in Middlebury.
Yeah.
Well, we're filming this on Friday. Sorry, viewers, but I just finished an OSHA 10 on today, so it took me Thursday, Friday. It was good.
And next week you've got another OSHA 10, and you've got an MSHA class.
Yeah.
They can register for all this stuff right there online.
Yeah, they can. You know, these kids.
agcvt.org.
These kids were super excited to come work for. I was asking them who they were working for and who they were doing their internships with. We had one with ECI, and then another one was they were looking forward to working with Casella Construction. That's who they wanted to work for this year. So it's cool to talk to these kids and to see how excited they are about joining our members.
What were they all about your age? Kids?
Yeah, I'm pretty old now, you know.
Okay.
23. No, they're like 17. I'm not old, I get that. But my birthday is April 2nd though, so if you guys want to send me some presents, that'd be cool. I like.
You got Durtec on today.
I like dark.
How'd you see?
I like dark chocolate.
How'd you see friggin' Durtec?
I like dark
Tim
chocolate, and I enjoy salted caramel, especially dark chocolate.
Okay.
I love this sweatshirt. It's actually Carhartt too.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I wear it all the time. My dad has a lot of their stuff too.
Okay.
But yeah, I love this one because I can fold it and it looks classy.
So you got a bunch of training coming up.
Yeah, a bunch of training.
You got a bunch of things happening. You've even got federal OSHA coming in one day in March or 2 days in March to do this thing on fall protection.
Yeah, we got a grant to do some fall protection training here in March. I got to get our registration portal up and running on the website, and that will make it easier. But it's going to be 2 days. Each day is the same class, so it's 2 separate classes, 8 to 5 or whatever, 9 to 5. And it's completely free. And just bear with me. I'm trying to get this thing up on the website, but
Richard.
We're ending it already?
Richard.
I haven't got all my swears in.
Okay, Richard.
Ben.
Hey, just on the ride home here.
Yeah.
Headed home in our
He's been
Model A. And
he's been drinking a lot.
We hope you all have a safe week. Thank you for joining us. If you want some information on registering or you got some questions or whatnot, feel free to give us a call at 802-223-2374 and ask for Debbie.
I knew you were going to say that. Right? I think we should do that.
Everybody called Debbie.
Yeah.
Or go to our website there.
And if you have any questions, concerns, or you just want to talk about this kind of stuff, email me, ben@agcvt.org, and I'm happy to talk about topics or talk about questions. Makes my day go by faster.
Thank you all for joining us. See ya. Have a safe week.